And this story is called Why the North Star Stands Still. Long, long ago, the people of the sky were so restless and traveled so much that they left trails in the heavens. Now, if we watch the sky all through the night, we can see which way they go.
But there is one star that doesn't travel. That is the North Star. He cannot travel, for he cannot move. Long ago, when he was on the earth, he was known as Naga, the mountain sheep, the son of Shai-No. He was brave, courageous, daring, and sure-footed. His father loved him so much and was so proud of him that he put large rings in the sides of his head to make him look dignified, important, and commanding.
Every day he was climbing. He would seek out the highest and roughest peaks, climb them, live among them, and be happy. Well, one day he came across a very high mountain. Its sides were sleek and smooth, and its peak reached up into the clouds. Naga looked up. I wonder what's up there. I'm going to climb to the very highest point.
Around and around the mountain he traveled, looking for a trail. But he could find no trail. There was nothing but steep slopes all the way around the mountain. This was the first mountain Naga had ever seen that he could not climb.
He wondered and wondered what it was that he should do. He was certain that his father would be ashamed if he knew there was a mountain his son could not climb. So he determined he would find his way to the top. Wouldn't his father be proud seeing him stand on such a high peak?
Again and again he circled the mountain, stopping now and then to search the steep slopes for a crevice on which to secure his footing. He would climb up as far as he could go, but he'd always have to turn around and come back down again. At last, he spotted a large crack in a rock, and as he entered it, he noticed a trail that led upwards. This made his heart glad. Up and up he climbed.
Soon it became so dark that he could not see. There were many pebbles along the trail that caused him to trip often and lose his footing, and the echo of the rocks crashing far below him tested his courage and determination. Never before had he seen a place so dark and dangerous. He was alone and very afraid. I think that I should find another place to climb. I'm not afraid out in the open cliffs, but this cave fills my heart with fear. I think I should get out of here.
But when Naga turned to go down, he found that the falling rocks had closed the entrance to the cave below him. He could not get down. He saw only one thing now that he could do. He must continue climbing and hope that it led to a way out. At last, after a long and tedious climb, he saw a tiny light in the distance and knew that he was coming up out of the hole.
At last, a way out!
He breathed a huge sigh of relief as he stumbled out into the open air. He had reached the top of the very high mountain. But there was scarcely enough room for him to turn around, and looking down from this height made him very dizzy. There was nothing but sheer cliffs all the way around the mountain. Nowhere on the outside could he get down, and the cave was closed on the inside.
Here I must stay until I die. But I have climbed my mountain. I climbed my mountain at last.
He was at the top of a very high mountain, and he could see the earth far below him.
Just about this time, great Shino was out searching for his son. He called to him loudly,
Naga! Naga!
When Naga answered back, he looked up and seeing him on top of the high peak, filled his heart with immense sorrow.
My brave son is trapped on top of the highest mountain. He can travel and climb no more. I will not let my brave son die. I will turn him into a star, where he can shine down on everyone below him. He shall be a guide for all the living things on the earth or in the sky.
And so Naga became a star that every living thing can see. It is the only star that is always in the same place, forever standing still. Directions are set by him and travelers use him to find their way. And because he's in the true north, he is called the North Star.
Besides Naga, there are other mountain sheep in the night sky. They are known as the Big Dipper and Little Dipper. They too have seen the mountain and are challenged by it. They see Naga standing at its top and are compelled to go to him.
Always you may see them going around and around the foot of the great mountain, constantly in search of a trail that leads upward to Naga. Forever, the North Star.